Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Halo 5. Today we are looking at Duckhunt by SexyMasterChief, and with a gamer tag like that, you would expect a good-looking map, which is what we get today. Now, for those who have never played Duckhunt, it's a very simple minigame that we've had in previous Halos a lot. Now, the idea behind this is there is a whole bunch of ducks, the people who are on this map, on this 2D canvas, who are running through these hallways and trying to get to the end of the hallway to get to the next hallway and get through 5 hallways total until they get to the very end where they can win. The person who is trying to stop them is the sniper, who is in front of this 2D canvas with a sniper trying to snipe them off and kill them all so that they cannot get to the end. Now, this has been changed a little bit since we are in Halo 5 and do not have infection yet. I'm expecting that once we get infection, he'll add in a compatible game type, but until then, we have more of a breakout style map with a flag at the very end. Now, what you're going to be wanting to do as a duck is very similar to what we've had in the past, but the map has been changed a bit. Now, with Halo 5, he's added in his own things that have made the map his own. In Halo 5, he's used a whole bunch of the new features to create a map that is very different from what we've had in the past with Duckhunt. He's used the new features like clamor and such for obstacles, which is simple, but he's added in things like scripting, which has changed the map a ton. So, as you can see, there's a few obstacles that go up and down, like the sound wave looking tubes at the first hallway. Those go up and down, act as cover that will disappear and reappear at different points, since they're just moving constantly. Throughout this, we'll see a bunch of other things that are just moving around as cover. Maybe there's a man cannon, a thing that if you step on you'll die, but if you try and jump over it, sometimes a tube will pop out and push you away. Things like these are just great ideas to add to the map that work really well. In general, he's used scripting very well. With scripting, he's also added in sniper interaction. So the sniper in the past has only been able to kill the people who are playing the map, but now he's actually able to trap them. So there's one area where we see that there are these 3 glass panes, and if he shoots the canister on the map, he will interact with these glass panes and make it so that they rotate, trapping the people who are in the center of them, or blocking off the people who are trying to get through them. This gives him a few seconds to shoot off the people who are in there before they return back to their original state, giving the sniper interaction in the map that he's not had in the past. He has power, which interacts with so many things in this map. I think he interacts with every single obstacle here except for like the first 2, which is a great idea. Now he's also added in something else that's new, which I like to call danger pads. Now he has little danger warnings beside them so that people know not to touch them, but they are green screens that have multiple different colors that if you touch, you'll be sent back to the beginning. This is a great idea so that not everything kills people, and with this, it sends you back to the beginning so you have to try and do it all again, which I think is very, very cool. It's a great idea, and it's a new way of adding in obstacles. It's a sort of his new obstacle in itself, and in general, I just like the whole idea. It makes it so that people are lasting longer, and it gives people something that they have to avoid that's different from they have in the past. Not because they are going to be killed, but because they don't want to do all that work again and risk themselves dying. Now, he's also improved this from previous iterations of Duckhunt by it being a little bit different in the way of just the way things work. In Halo 5, we have a few new features that he's just used to make the map more fluid and simple, like the man cannons at the end of the hallways. In the past, we've either had stairs or man cannons where you would sometimes just fall back to the first floor again because you didn't push to the side enough and get to the second floor. Well, with this one, what he uses is he uses the man cannons to direct a specific route for where you're going to land. So once you touch that man cannon, you will always go to the top every single time. And he's added multiple man cannons beside each other that are divided so multiple people can go up at once and you don't have to wait in a single file line, making it so that people can keep moving and don't have to stop. Also, with this map, there's just natural improvements that have come with the new engine that have allowed this map to be much more strategic. In the past, they haven't been able to avoid anything at all, they've just had to run. But now, they're actually able to avoid the sniper bullets by thruster packing and sliding. This has given them the ability to actually dodge. In other games, they've had the ability to dodge in different ways by rolling or whatever, but in Halo 5, it's really just been walk around, use your cover, and try to avoid those sniper bullets. Now you can actually thruster pack or slide when you're going, so you have different points of elevation, so it's really hard for the person who is in the sniper perch to get that headshot, which is great. Now the map itself as a whole is probably the most definitive one, not just because of those game type improvements, but another thing is that it just looks very nice. With a lot of people, especially good forgers, they don't like to make those maps that have been seen in previous games because they want something that's original, that's theirs. They like to have ownership of something that they pour their heart and soul into. And he has done a great job with the forging while using a map idea that has been seen in the past. He used the breakout canvas to create a part of the canvas that just feels like it's part of the map. He's used the canvas parted with a whole bunch of blocks, and he's done this to create a map that just feels like it was developed by the developers, just because it has that very intricate design, and then he uses the forge blocks with that. Both of those put together create a very good looking map, and I love how it looks. It has a consistent design with the yellow, the blocks are yellow, the windows are yellow, and it's all just very consistent with the way it's forged. Along with that, he's also added in some cute, simple aesthetics like the ducks. As you can see by the sniper, there's 2 different ducks who are hanging out behind him, and then 1 duck at the very beginning that you see in the spawn camera hanging out in some bright colored water. So he's just added in these simple pixel art things I love in this. It creates an icon for the map, and in general, it was just very nice to see. It was simple things that he didn't have to add, but added some extra value to playing the map. This is, in my opinion, probably the most definitive Duckhunt, and I've seen that that's a mutual opinion with a lot of people. I've very much enjoyed this map, and you guys should really download it for yourself, as it's a great party game to play with a lot of people. If you enjoyed this commentary, don't forget to leave a like below, and I'm sorry that this one was a little bit long, but there's just so many different features I wanted to go into that I thought it just needed to be spoke about in depth. Anyway guys, don't forget to leave a like below if you enjoyed this, comment if you have anything to say, and subscribe for more Halo 5 content. My name's Reckless Riley, have a great day.